tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
He's actually selected by a fan who wanted me to play with the Browns. We know that it's a very talented defense.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage.
Without further ado, let's get to it.
I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
We got Carson in the backfield with Russ and
Good
DK
field
Metcalf.
Position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson.
There we go.
What a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And now Mayfield on the bootleg, rolling to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Check it out, check it out. Hey, alert 33. Hurry. Stay.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 15 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well
there we go.
wasn't it? Well blocked,
Second drive of the
well
game.
run, end
Let's
result.
admit, Seahawks has a really good defense, but you
The
know.
touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Kareem Hunt with the mother-loving touchdown.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Here's Carson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble.
Y'all know how we do for a big hit.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it.
You know how we do for the big hits, big.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson.
Oh, my God.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down.
As they say in the olden days,
After 1, 7-0.
you won the first quarter. Can you win the second? As y'all know, for most of my progress,
Wilson now after the pick on the last
I usually
drive.
do some type of formal talk on
this
Fridays.
drive.
Formal Friday.
It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught by C.J. Procise.
Nothing
and
today.
inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We'll be on.
Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
I think something's physically
And
wrong
he'll
with
go down
Kanye.
here at the 12-yard line.
Mentally wrong with Kanye.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on
I
the
know
7th play of the
psychiatrists or
drive.
psychologists,
Able to
but
get 7 on that first down
when
pass play. 2nd
you
and
have
3.
that many issues,
Throwing again here, Wilson.
it's scary.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You
Credit
don't know
the
what
sack to
you're
the
talking about. It
always
is a scam.
disruptive Olivier Vernon.
But nothing
He is
takes
trying
start
to
out a
split
good
the young
drive quite
people's
like a
vote.
big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at
I
a
need us
3rd
to
long, and
recognize that as
suddenly
young people.
the momentum shifted
That
to
he's
the
not
other side
with
of the
us.
football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock
Y'all
it
go in the
away.
comment, let me know what y'all
Certainly
got
looked like
going
they were
on.
getting ready to
Y'all know the
convert
number.
there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one.
832-270-3467.
Knock it away and brings up a 4th down decision.
Looks like the offense is going to take another
Hold
shot
on,
here.
man.
They're going on 4th and 13.
Brother got balls.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good
There's
plays.
a lot of
Have
people
them on the
understand
move
that
on first down.
the Cleveland Browns had talent.
Chubb on the counter.
When you got
Just
talent
no
like the
chance
Browns
of
have,
turning the
you
corner. He
should.
can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd
He
and
should
10 coming
easily
up.
be blowing people out the water.
2
Nick
minutes
Chubb
on
as
the
a running
clock,
back, Kareem
2nd
Hunt as a
quarter,
backup.
7-0 ball game.
You have Odell and Jarvis. You have a decent quarterback. Your defense is not trash. It's just not the best. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't make it to the playoffs every year.
A reminder that when
Shout out
halftime
to
rolls
Mr.
around,
Hardy.
Jonathan Coachman will
This
have
is his
all the
favorite
highlights
squad.
and analysis of this
Back
first
there.
half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Oh!
Nowhere to escape.
I hope
and
in
he
Madden
goes
21 they
down
fix that.
with a sack.
You know what I'm
and
saying? I was going directly to the linebacker. Why did Mayweather have to wind up that large?
Find someone to get rid of the football before he knew he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said.
It doesn't make any sense why I had to wind the ball up like that. The ball wasn't, that's not even a 40-yard throw. I can do that.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. There's Wilson.
There's my middle linebacker.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Seahawks called the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Wilson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Able to get this to Gordon. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Steibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Are you serious?
Looks like they've recovered. They have. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead.
Y'all watching the same game I'm watching.
Kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now it's Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They run it again with Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. 43 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
DK Metcalf there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5
We
yards
just thrown it
shy
right
of
over my niggas'
midfield.
heads.
A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
I'll go special.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup.
Welcome to
there.
football.
2nd and 9.
Big hit stick of the game so far is Bobby Wagner, the Seahawks defense.
He's got nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking
I was
to
trying to
yourself,
give him that
why
Nick
do they keep
Kanye
feeding
did.
him the football?
That's
Well,
how
they trust him first and foremost.
I was just trying
They
to
do
find
believe that
out
over
what
time
Nick
he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham.
Left foot
28
up,
yards.
right foot slide.
And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And I think the Browns got it. They did. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Olivier Vernon getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Wilson. They'll find Metcalf.
Right there with his hit. He's getting that kick. Right there with his hit.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Yes, sir.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Wilson. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson, flushed out right. It's caught, Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to beat. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They begin this drive with Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 29, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Seibert on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1-on-1. Give it to me.
Wilson turns and gives to Procise. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.